Hey YouTube, my name is Brad Browning. You're tuned into my latest breakup video. And today's video is all about how to show your ex that you've changed since your breakup. Now, as many of you already know, this is a really important part of my X Factor program, and it's a key step to getting your ex back. By subtly and subconsciously dropping hints that your life since the breakup has been absolutely awesome, you're gonna slowly shift the way that your ex thinks about you and cause him or her to second guess the breakup. Now, before I dive into it, let me quickly just say a big thank you to everyone who comments on my videos and subscribes to my channel here on YouTube. I really appreciate the support, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions if you do write a comment below the video here. Keep it brief, and I'm usually able to respond to almost all messages within a couple of days. So if you have got feedback or you want to ask a quick question, just go ahead and drop a comment below. Okay, now, first let's talk about why you need to show your ex that you've changed and how it's gonna help you get a second shot with them. Well, first of all, there's no way to talk your way back into your ex's heart. You can't use rational reasoning or logical arguments to make him or her love you again. It's simply impossible. The real key to winning them back is to change how your ex perceives you. See, at the time of your breakup, your ex probably didn't have a very positive image of you in the back of their mind. I mean, even if your breakup was friendly and there wasn't any drama at all, he or she probably still thought of you at that point as needy or clingy or just not right for me. Negative events and negative memories are going to come to mind first when your ex thinks of you, and they're not happy memories and positive stuff, which is what you want. And that's especially true if you've already made some mistakes and done some begging or pleading since the breakup. So in short, basically, we know that when your ex hears your name, he or she is thinking about the negative stuff when we really want them to be focused on the positive memories and your positive qualities. Now, you can change this perception that your ex has of you in a couple of different ways. In addition to working on improving your life, making positive changes that your ex is going to notice, which is what I'm going to talk about in a second, there's also some sneaky psychological tactics you can use to speed up the process. And if you want to learn more about some of those methods, please visit my website, breakupbrad.com, and watch my free full video presentation on there. Now, I've already explained why you need to show your ex that you've changed and improved since the breakup. So what are the kind of self-improvement changes that you should make to show off to your ex? Some of the best include stuff like reviving your social life, making new friends, working towards goals in work or school, sticking to a new fitness routine, getting a makeover, buying new clothes, even doing a bucket list activity like skydiving or hiking Machu Picchu. All those things are the type of life changes that are going to help to shift your ex's feelings about you subconsciously and make him or her think, wow, my ex really is moving on quickly and living a fun, exciting life since the breakup. I wonder if I made a mistake walking away from our relationship. Now, the hard part is letting your ex know about this stuff without it being overly obvious, because you really don't want your ex to know that you're doing this stuff because of them. The means by which your ex finds out about these things, it needs to be natural, not forced. So that means you shouldn't just pick up the phone and call your ex to brag about your awesome new life. Instead, you need to find ways to do that subtly and to drop hints that they can't possibly miss. So here's a few ways to do that. Number one, leverage social media. This is the single easiest way to demonstrate your awesome new life without seeming unnatural. Just simply post some pictures of you doing something fun, hanging out with new friends of the opposite sex, etc. Actually, if you can get other friends to tag you in their photos on Facebook or Instagram rather than posting them yourself, that's even better. Don't brag or post tons of pictures on your social media if that's totally out of character for you. Just make it natural so you don't seem, it doesn't seem weird to your ex. And trust me, if your ex is still a friend or still follows you on social media, they'll see the posts and they'll get the message. And if this isn't an option, if social media isn't an option for you and because you've been blocked or you're just not a social media person, then there are other options too. Like number two, which is to drop hints through mutual friends. Maybe you and your ex shared a circle of mutual friends when you were together. Maybe you still do. And if you're still friends with this crowd, just hang out with them at some point and briefly mention some of the changes that you've made to your life since the breakup. Talk about a new friend you met, a date you went on, or a life accomplishment, something like that. Be natural, don't brag, but if you do this properly, it can be really effective, especially since your ex will often be asking about you when he or she sees these mutual friends. Again, like I said, be subtle, but be sure to share a few updates of your awesome new life with those mutual friends if you have that option. And of course, number three is a little obvious, which is to drop subtle, casual hints when you're actually speaking to your ex. So if you're not employing my no contact strategy right now, or if you have an unavoidable encounter with your ex, you can simply just mention something that will get your point across to your ex. For instance, let's say you see your ex at a work party, and he or she asks you how you've been. You can say something like, "Really good, thanks. I've been super busy lately. I joined that photography club I told you about, and I met some awesome people who I've been doing weekend trips with." See there how you've been just honest and relatively humble, but you've also dropped a very obvious hint at how your life has changed for the better and how you're moving on. And you can honestly even say something more blunt like, "Hey, guess what? I finally went skydiving with my friend Kate this weekend. Just wanted to share the news because I knew you'd be proud of me. Ha ha." Something like that. Works great. And number 4, make changes to your appearance. This one's obviously pretty simple. If you get a new haircut, you lose 10 pounds, you update your wardrobe, your ex is obviously going to notice that when he or she sees you next. You can even post pictures on social media, or you can wait till you see your ex. Either way, showing off these changes, it's an awesome way to get the point across without even saying a word to your ex. I know that sounds a little dumb, but even minor changes like a new haircut, it can be enough to make your ex subconsciously reevaluate their feelings about you and reconsider the breakup. Now, there's other ways to get the news to your ex as well, but those 4 I just mentioned are the easiest and the most effective. Now, the key to all this is to make sure you come across as positive, happy, and enjoying an exciting, active life since the breakup, especially your social life. So, make sure you're not at home crying about the breakup, because that's what your ex is going to expect. They'll be stunned to hear you've made new friends, you've dropped some weight, joined a karate class, taken a trip to Paris, and so on. They're going to really be impressed by that, and it's going to shake their belief and their feelings about what you're probably doing. Now, as silly as this stuff may sound, focusing on yourself and making sure that you are as attractive as possible in the eyes of your ex, making sure your life's in order, that you're back being an exciting, interesting person again, it can make a huge difference to your chances of getting back together. Like I said, your ex is going to expect you to be the same person they broke up with, but you're going to shatter that belief and you're going to make them second guess their perception of you. And of course, this causes doubt, and it puts some urgency into your ex's mind because they're going to see you thriving and they're going to wonder if you're already moving on. And of course, you'll also have plenty of interesting and new stuff to talk about and brag about when you do see your ex again. So use the 4 methods that I described earlier to show your ex all the awesome stuff you're doing. Post those pictures of your new 6-pack abs on Instagram. Tell mutual friends about your new hobby, and casually mention all the new friends you've made when you run into your ex. And of course, if you want more tips on changing your ex's mind about the breakup and shifting that perception, you know where to go. breakupbrad.com, that's my website, and it's where you can find my full free video with tons more tips and tactics. And of course, guys, remember to comment below if you have questions or feedback, and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I really appreciate your support. Until next time, take care. See you soon.